What's going on, guys? This is your boy. I'm making financial decisions. So check this out, right? This is another way that you guys could potentially make some money. In this scenario that I'm about to run you, I made $750, right? And it was so easy. It's one of the easiest $750 that I've ever made in my life. It's very very simple. And what it is I'll give you just straight up expunging records. That's all you have to do is expunge records. Honestly, a lot of the times, and especially if you live in a big city, you might not even have to leave your home to expunge somebody else's record. You might be able to e-file the paperwork all online. It's very simple. Just a few phone calls, and you should be able to e-file somebody's request for a dismissal, right? And that's what it is. It's a request for a dismissal. So in this specific scenario, I have this individual who has a business, had a previous felony conviction, or actually he had been arrested for a felony, but he pled to a misdemeanor back in 2005. We're now in 2024, right? He had one case for a misdemeanor for like fighting. It was like a PC 242, like in 2003, and then he had like another one for some kind of theft. I guess he stole from like a Walmart or something. He was arrested for a felony, but he pled to a misdemeanor. So, anyways, he came to me telling me that he had went to an attorney's office. The attorney wanted to charge him $2,000. Um, I told him I could do the same thing, and even though I didn't know how to do it, I just knew that I could do it, right? I knew that it wasn't going to be that hard. I take on this fearless mentality where, like, there is no end to my potential. I can accomplish anything. So I told him, don't worry, I'll do it for $500, right? So anyways, so here, look at, right, we're going to Google how to expunge my record in California, right? So it gives you like a little series of steps, right? But it's a lot easier than this, right? But we're also going to look at how much they charge. Look at that, guys. See how much they're saying they're going to charge you, right? But actually, they charge more than that. They charge more than that. Like in my buddy's scenario, right? In 2023, I don't know how up to date that quote right there, that price is, right? But in my buddy's situation, the attorney wanted to charge him $2,000 per case, right, to expunge his record, right? Well, I did it for $750 because my buddy ended up having two cases, right? One for a felony, right, and then that he got convicted of a misdemeanor. He pled to a misdemeanor in that felony case, and then another misdemeanor. I charged him $250 for the misdemeanor, right? So I charged him $750. All I had to do, guys, was drive to the courthouse, right? Initially, because I didn't know how to do this in the beginning, right? I drove to the courthouse, asked what forms do I need. Here in the state of California, you need what's called a CR 180 form and a CR 181 form, right? But those forms is a request to dismiss a case. That's what you're doing when you're expunging a record. You're opening it back up, right? You're going before a judge, and what you're asking for them to do is, based on, the changes in your life and where you currently are, right? Versus, when you got that conviction, you're asking them to dismiss your case and throw it out altogether, right? So here, right, like me, we just came to like selfhelpcourtscalifornia.gov, right? But whatever state you're in, it's gonna be the same thing, right? Like if you search how to expunge my record, you should be able to, especially using Google, you should be able to find the forms that you need. In this situation here in California, it's the CR 180 forms and the CR 181. I already know that, so I just plug it in right here, CR 180. And then there it is, guys. You see that form right there? That's all you need right there. So it asks you, right? Like, well, what's on that person's criminal record, right? Type of offense, right? Well, we don't know, right? Because it asks for the penal code and all that good stuff. Well, the good thing is that it's all public information, guys. So here I'm going to use just a Los Angeles County, right? County Superior Court, right? Because I know a lot of people know Los Angeles County better than the county that I live in. So we're going to go to LA Courts, right? We click on LA Courts right here, right? And see, you can get anybody's case information. You could check anybody's record. And I've never been on this website, guys. But look at this is what we're going to do. We're going to scroll down to where it says find a case, right? find a case. We're going to click on the left-hand corner where it says find a case. Come on, guy. Come on. Come on. Okay, there we go. All right. So case access, case calendar, case documents. We're going to scroll down to the bottom right where it says find criminal cases. Search for, I can't really see what it says there, but see, all you have to do is you just create an account. Anybody can create an account, right? As long as you have that person's name, first and last name, right? You type it in. Everybody with that name will pop up, and yes, you might have to do a little bit digging, but you'll be able to see some specifics. Like all the cases are on the open, you know, you'll be able to see like date of births, addresses, not addresses, but like the name of the city of where they were arrested and whatnot, and then you can kind of just pinpoint from there. But guys, that's all you need to fill out that CR 180 form. Well, at least that's the most important component of filling out the CR 180 form. Everything else, you can literally go down to the public defender's office and just have somebody help you fill out the rest. That's what I did, but it's really, really simple. I think there's like 2 other sections that need to get checked off, and it's easy. But yeah, I mean, if you run into that scenario, you would go, I would strongly advise you to go down to the public defender's office. They'll help you out with the rest. Not only that, but you have to go in the county where I'm doing this at. You have to go down to the public defender's office and serve them a copy of the CR 180 forms of what you're doing, and you also have to go to the DA's office as well and serve them a copy of the forms and let them know what you're trying to do. But aside from that, so you have to go to the public defender's office, you have to go to the DA's office, and then you just file it with the clerk's office, and that's it. You'll get a court date, right? They file it right there on the spot. They give you a court date, right? And then what they ask is, hey, do you want to attach a declaration to this, right? Like a statement, right? Because you have the option to speak in court, but you also have the option to just type up a declaration and pretty much giving a statement. And what I did, because I like to use ChatGPT, right? I just went to ChatGPT, gave them the specifics of what I'm trying to do. Hey, ChatGPT, you know, can you, and I'm going to do a little example here for you guys, you know, to just kind of show you guys what you guys could type into ChatGPT. It's very simple, very basic, but typed it up, right? I submitted for the court date, right? I submitted the paperwork, right? I got a court date, and then what I did was like a week or so later, after I had typed up that other document, and I actually already was in the courthouse for some other stuff, so I just went and said, hey, I'd like to add this to the court case, to this court case. They said, yeah, no problem. They added it to it. And then when my buddy had court, right, he didn't even have to say anything. Like the judge and the DA, they pretty much just read that declaration, that statement, and wham, it was like clockwork. It was literally like clockwork, guys, where he didn't have to explain anything. He just went up. He said he was nervous as heck. He went up. The judge, they presented the case. They read out his declaration, and then the judge dismissed it, and that was it. It was in and out like that. I made $750, guys. Like, you guys can literally take this information too, right? And you guys can go to Facebook, guys. Go on social media. Hey, is anybody interested in expunging the records? A lot of people are interested. They just don't know how. They think it's really expensive, and it is, but you do not even need a law degree to be doing this stuff, guys. And you could make this as a side hustle, and you guys can run with it, and you guys can make a lot of money. You do not need a degree. You do not need a license. It's that simple, guys. I made $750 in a matter of 3 to 4 hours. That's how easy it was, guys. Subscribe to my channel. I promise you guys, I'll give you guys more content just like this. Man, I have so many ideas in my mind. You guys have no idea. And you guys can literally pick one of these ideas and just run with it and just stick to it and just do that. Me, I do too many things. I got this YouTube channel. I do that expungement stuff. I got the Adopt the Highway program. I do solar. Man, I'm all over the place, guys. But man, my mind is a storm, guys. But man, I'm here to help you guys. Stay blessed. Subscribe to Making Financial Decisions, guys. I promise you, you will not regret this. Out.